Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. My name is Chris, and today we have a special episode because we decided to take our daughter Elena for her first birthday to Disney World. Yep, it was our first time going to Disney with a baby, and let me just say, we learned a lot. Now, even though everything never went as smooth as we wanted it, there were so many magical moments in between. So come with us as we experience Disney for the first time as parents. So we got there bright and early to beat the crowds and the heat. Everything was going so perfectly. Yeah, not even close. We actually got there really late. So to kick things off, we went to Magic Kingdom, and we actually got really lucky because as soon as we walked in, we were greeted with the Dapper Dans performing right on Main Street. It was really fun to see Elena's reaction to Main Street for the first time. Obviously, there's a lot of things going on. You had the Dapper Dans, you have a lot of people, smells, so she's trying to process all this. And you can definitely see that she's excited, but also really confused. Since we got there later than what we were expecting, we decided to go grab some lunch first because, let's face it, a full baby is a happy baby. And that actually goes for me too. So we stopped at the Pinocchio Village House, which was actually packed. It was actually a really bad choice to go there.
What the hell were you thinking?
We were really hungry, and we didn't want to walk around trying to decide what to eat. Food actually came out pretty quick, but it took us like 20 minutes to just try to find a seat. At one point, we thought we might have to just eat standing up. And just to note, the food there was okay. I got a chicken, bacon, ranch, flatbread. Like I said, it was okay, but in moments like this, where you're trying to juggle a baby and find seats, fine is enough. After we had lunch and we were all full, it was time to hit some rides. So we decided to go to Little Mermaid because Elena loves the Under the Sea song, so we thought that would be her moment, but she ended up actually falling asleep like 5 minutes into the line. But like a perfect Disney princess, she woke up right before the ride, which was actually great. And she actually was really good on the ride. She wasn't jumping and dancing like we thought she would, but she was definitely soaking it in. There was a lot happening, so you gotta cut them some slack. It was her first ride, so I'm gonna say her first Disney ride was a success. So after The Little Mermaid, we decided to go to the Storybook Circus, where we thought we might be able to find some quick rides to get on, but that wasn't the case. The lines were actually pretty long, and it was kind of hot that day, and Elena had already entered her uncooperative mode. So we decided to just let her run around and do her thing. We let Elena run around a little bit and kind of get her energy out at the Storybook Circus. We thought it might be a good idea to catch a show, so we decided to go to the Country Bear Jamboree. And on our way there, we got actually really lucky because we came across this character parade, which was really cool to see. Elena really enjoyed it, but the place was packed, so we kind of just kept things moving. Once we got to the Country Bear Jamboree, we did have to wait a little bit, but it wasn't too bad. And it turns out that this decision was probably one of the best decisions we had made so far because Elena loved the show. She was dancing and clapping. She was really enjoying this show. My biggest complaint about the show is that I wish it was maybe just a little bit longer, but we had a blast at the Country Bear Jamboree. It was Honestly, a great choice. So after the jamboree, it was already time for dinner, which is crazy because sometimes, the day just feels like it flies by. And now we didn't have reservations for the Crystal Palace, we just walked up and we were actually seated pretty quick. I think it took 20-25 minutes tops. Now the Crystal Palace had a bunch of Winnie the Pooh characters, which Elena was having a great time with. We got some really great pictures with the characters. The food there was actually really good. Magic Kingdom is not known to have the best food out of all the Disney parks, but I gotta say, the food there was really good. I actually really enjoyed it. So after eating dinner and getting all the pictures with the characters, eating a bunch of desserts and watching Elena basically smash a cupcake in her face because most of her cupcake was all over her face, it was time to see if we could get on another ride. But we took a vote and we actually thought it might be best just to chill out and maybe just catch the fireworks show.
But before heading to the fireworks, we wanted to go to the souvenir shop to let Elena pick out a couple little gifts. And if you've ever been in one of these Disney souvenir shops, there are tons of things to choose from. And luckily, Elena was pretty quick making her choice.
She's holding lots of toys already.
Elena chose a plush mini, which was about $22.99 plus tax. Ow. Okay, here you go. There you go. I gotta put a string on it so that way she doesn't drop it on the floor. And she chose this Sebastian.
Which we thought was gonna be
Which we thought this was going to be cheaper than this, but this ended up being more expensive than this. So we walked up to the castle and we tried to find a nice spot where we can just relax, eat some popcorn, and wait for the show. Now, Elena didn't make it to the fireworks show. She actually fell asleep like 20 minutes after we left the restaurant, but me and Christina, we decided to just stick around for the fireworks show because even after all the chaos and all the tantrums, just ending the day with the fireworks show just felt right. Doing Disney with a 1-year-old is definitely a different experience, but between all that chaos and the tantrums, there are so many magical moments that happen in between that make the whole experience worth it. If you're thinking of going to Disney with your 1-year-old, don't think about it too much. Just go with it, go with the flow, keep your expectations low, and you're gonna have a great time. So thank you so much for joining us on this little adventure. We are definitely gonna be going to the parks again, so stay tuned for our next episode because we're gonna be going to Disney for May the 4th. You can see how we do because we're gonna take everything in from what we learn now and we're gonna try to apply it to our next trip, so we'll see how we do. So stay tuned for our next video, and thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.